Good morning and happy Friday to you. And it's looking like it's going to be a happy Friday for the equity markets here as well. Building on to the momentum that you saw in trade yesterday, and you have the Nifty 50 that breached the 15,800 mark in trade today, went as high as 15,835, but is currently holding above the 15,800 mark. And that's largely on account of the strength that is being led by the largest stock, which is Reliance Industries. And in fact, Reliance Industries up over 2% as I speak to you right now. Some of the other gainers are Coal India, which is gaining very handsomely, up about 5%. Power Grid, JSW Steel, Dr. Reddy's Laboratories, Tata Steel, HCL Tech, and Tata Motors, as well as BPCL, all gaining over 1% at this juncture. There are a few losers. There are as many as 15 losers as I look at the screen. Bajaj Finserv down about 0.7% is the biggest loser on the Nifty 50. Adani Ports, Nestle, SBI, UPL, HDFC Life also losing ground. The story really comes from the overseas markets, from the US markets this morning, and that's because a lot of people in the international markets were looking for that inflation number in the US. It did come in higher than expected, the CPI inflation, and in fact the annual rise in inflation was the highest since August of 2008. But the fine print is causing people to look through it, because quite a few areas where inflation spiked were on account of the reopening of the economy after the COVID-19 pandemic. And that's causing them to buy into the philosophy of the Federal Reserve that this spike in inflation could well be transitory in nature. Going back to our markets, the sectoral indices, clearly the biggest gainer is the metal index, up about 1.3%. All of the other indices are gaining, though realty is looking a little flat right now, and so is the PSU banking index. The bank index as a whole, Nifty Bank, is also flat, trading with a positive bias at this juncture. Auto is up about 0.6%, IT is up about 0.8%, and pharma is up about 0.5% or so. Broadly, if you look at the broader markets and you look at the breadth for the broader markets, it's supportive at this juncture of the gainers, and you have more than two gainers for every loser on the Nifty 50, or rather on the broader markets as we speak right now. The broader markets continue to outperform the benchmark indices, up over 0.5% for both of them. What a stellar run it has been over the last 10 days or so for those indices. The India VIX is also trading lower than 14.5, and that's always considered to be a positive. All told, it's looking like it's going to turn out to be a positive end to the week and a positive week as a whole for the equity